So far away, Nisha, would you betray a friend for burger?
If it was McDonald's, maybe.
Oh, God. It's done. That's it. It's often said that you can't put a price on friendship. Then again, that phrase was coined before the concept of friendship was diluted to the point it could mean a person you met at a party 5 years ago that you don't even remember. Something the company Burger King were only too keen to showcase a few years ago when they offered people a chance to win a burger for telling their friends to fuck off.
Okay, Karl, so what's going on here?
We're talking about something that happened in 2009. It was dubbed the Whopper Sacrifice Campaign. It was widely lauded by marketing experts at the time as a pretty savvy move, given that it was taking advantage of, at the time, nascent social media ubiquity. Something that becomes immediately apparent when you realise that the campaign took place primarily on Facebook. You know, that social media no fucker uses anymore.
I can't remember the last time I posted on Facebook. Maybe to say Merry Christmas to everyone. That's it.
Yeah. For context, this is being filmed like 3.5 weeks after Christmas.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, people used to use Facebook every single fucking day. That's diabolical for a social media platform.
Yeah, most of my Facebook feed is full of memes now.
From other social medias.
Yes.
Because I deleted Facebook like 2 years ago, and it's like a great weight had been lifted when I realised I don't have to listen to people from high school's opinion on Brexit anymore.
Oh God,
It's
yeah.
like, they're just gone, they're done. Never again will I have that moment of scrolling on my phone and realising another person I went to high school with is a racist. It's like, oh, I just never have to talk to them again.
And there's so many people on my Facebook that I don't speak to. I'm just like, why am I friends with them?
Nisha, wouldn't you like to have been offered the chance to get rid of that person from your friend list for burger?
Yes, definitely, because I can think of quite a few people I could just unfriend and not even notice they've gone.
Well, could you think of 10 people that you could unfriend and not notice they've been gone?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may have been very interested in the Whopper Sacrifice Campaign. You see that, folks? Brought it straight back in. It's almost like I do this for a living. And because the campaign was simplicity itself, because the actual terms of the campaign were fairly simple, and they were as follows. Unfriend 10 people from Facebook you don't want to talk to anymore, and you would be sent a voucher for a free Whopper. The twist was, though, is that you had to unfriend them via a Burger King application loaded up on Facebook, which would send each and every person being unfriended a notification that their friendship to you was worth less than a burger, which isn't entirely accurate because technically their friendship to you was worth less than 1/10 of a burger.
Jesus, that's even worse.
It's like, the insult of that is so fucking, I respect it so much.
So harsh, but so funny.
It is a level of pettiness I aspire to send someone a message saying I unfriended you because I want 1/10 of a burger. Like, what even is 1/10 of the burger? It's not even like the bun.
Well, that's probably a bit of lettuce, isn't it?
It's like, yeah, it's like, do you know what it is? It's that one gherkin everyone gets rid of anyway. It reminds me a little bit of that legendary Twitter post from that girl who broke up with a boyfriend, blocked him on everything, and he sent her 1p via their bank account with a message saying, please talk to me. It's just, it got me.
So all she's worth is 1p. Fucking hell.
That level of just fucking pettiness is incredible to me. Right, Nisha, right, we could talk about this because I have some degree of experience in this regard. What is the furthest lengths someone has gone to contact you after being blocked or unfriended or what have you?
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but people leave me alone.
Fair enough. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Nisha, because it involves you. What's the furthest people have gone to contact me after being blocked or unfriended?
Well, they contact me, Brad, or Lucas.
Or Adam.
Or Adam, yeah.
Yeah, the best one of ever. Like, this is true story, folks. I'm like, because I'm on YouTube, but I'm not about that YouTuber life. Like, I make my videos. I enjoy making my videos. I don't really want to talk about them. I don't care. If you've got a meme that you think I'll find funny, spoilers, I don't, and I don't care. And I just block anyone who sends me shit out because I don't need that hassle. I don't need that stress. I don't want it. And I would hazard a guess I have gotten a message once a week, every week for the past 3 years, from somebody else involved with the channel, from a person who was blocked, and thought to themselves, I know, I'll message Brad, Nisha, Lucas or Adam and ask them to be unblocked.
Like, sometimes they'll just send huge paragraphs with an apology, and it's like...
And what happens every time, Nisha?
I don't respond.
Yeah.
Because it's like, there's nothing I can do about it anyway.
Exactly. And I think nothing sums up how bad this gets than Brad had to, for about 6 months, I think, had to have a thing on his account on Twitter that just said, no, he will not unblock you. Lucas and Adam have rules on their stream telling people, do not fucking come in with this, we don't care. I've even experienced it in real life because my own brother has to tell people that we're not related because one time he did say that, the person asked them for my phone number to call me in real life. And this is fucking true. And this is going in because no one believes me and it's fucking true. My accountant, who is a friend of mine, was on a plane a couple of years ago. And he was on this plane and got talking to someone sat next to him, as you do when you're on a plane. And the person happened to mention a fact from one of our videos that he recognised. And, oh, did you get that from a Fact Fiend video? And he goes, oh, yeah. I love that channel, something to that effect. My accountant, oh yeah, I'm his accountant. He's a friend of mine. And that guy, according to my friend, who I'm inclined to believe, because he's the guy who does all the fucking accounts for this channel and he seems pretty trustworthy, spent the remainder of that flight badgering him about how to contact me, asking such questions as, where in Sheffield does he live?
Oh no.
When do you hang out with him? Where does he like to go on the weekends? And things like that.
Oh no.
Another one I get asked all the time is like, does the channel have a PO box? No. Because I don't want to have to pay to maintain a service that will allow people to send me dildos and ladybirds in the mail. And I have legit had people ask for my address instead. It's like, no, we don't accept gifts. I don't want your gifts. Also, I'm not going to give my address to a complete stranger. And I've had people get mad about me saying that, insisting that, well, I'm not going to do anything weird. Because, well, you're making it weird now. Also, asking for someone's address that you don't know is a weird thing to do inherently.
Yeah.
Anyway, burger.
So yeah, bringing it back to the article.
Yes.
What happened?
Burger. Well, as you might imagine, this campaign was wildly successful because a lot of people realised, there was a lot of racists on Facebook I don't want to fucking talk to. I'll unfriend them so I can get a burger. And in fact, a lot of people even made groups where you could just add anyone in it and then unfriend them straight away to get this free burger. And the rub here is that, as mentioned, the proprietary Burger King application would send a notification to the person who'd been unfriended, informing them that their friendship was worth less to you than 1/10 of a burger. That was seen as being so integral to the success of the campaign by the marketing firm who came up with it, Crispin, and Bogusky, that they just argued with Facebook to keep it in.
So what do you mean they had to argue with Facebook?
Well, it's a Facebook policy that people who are unfriended or blocked don't get notified of that fact due to the very likely scenario of them taking it poorly and then trying to circumvent that block or unfriending to harass the person. Something I can personally attest to, and Nisha can attest to, quite ironically, by proxy. Like, that happens all the time. It's Facebook policy not to notify people to minimise that risk. And this Burger King campaign was, as mentioned, quite successful. It got a lot of traction in the media. It's one of the first advertising campaigns to make use of social media, at least for a fast food brand, in such a successful way. And Facebook told Burger King, look, we're happy for you to continue running the campaign. Just please don't notify people when they get unfriended, because we're getting reports from people who've taken part in the campaign saying that they're now getting harassed by people they unfriended over a burger. They told Burger King, look, just remove that feature. And do you know what Burger King said?
No.
They were like, nah, and just cancelled the entire campaign.
What? Oh my god.
Keep in mind as well, this is one of the most successful campaigns they ever ran, and it only ran for 10 fucking days, because when Facebook gave them this ultimatum, they just shuttered the entire thing. It was so important to them that people got that notification saying, your friendship is worth less to this person than 1/10 of the Whopper. So I think it even said, they liked you, but they love the Whopper.
When they were coming up with the idea, they probably thought, this is going to be hilarious. So obviously when Facebook is like, you can't do that, it's like, well, there's no point then.
It's fucking hilarious to me. There's so many stories from the time where people are like, I did it to my girlfriend and stuff like that. It's great. It's fucking brilliant. And they cancelled it because people had to know. They had to know. And I respect that. I respect it so much. So far away, Nisha, I'm of the opinion that social media and fast food are quite similar in the sense that they're disposable, bad for you, but oh so satisfying every now and again. So, Nisha, what is the most satisfying thing you've seen on social media? Like a dunk or someone just getting their ass handed to them, anything like that?
Well, I always enjoy the Facebook posts which have like hundreds of comments and you know it's going to be good. Like, you know there's an argument going on. You just sit and read it. You don't know the people. You don't know any of them, but you just sit and read this argument.
It's like when you click it and you see like 300 responses and you just go, oh, let's get that tea, shall we? Let's just have a scroll through this bastard.
Let's get the popcorn ready.
Right, because the one for me recently is that Bean Dad thing that happened. Did you hear about that?
Bean Dad?
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Oh, magical. Well, folks at home probably already know about this because this video is going out like probably mid-February sometime. So yeah, Bean Dad is a guy on Twitter. I think John Roderick, he's not on Twitter anymore, so he deleted his account for reasons that will become abundantly clear in about 40 seconds, I guess. And the story is that he posted on Twitter one day that his daughter wanted a tin of beans, but he was too busy making a fucking puzzle to feed his child.
No.
So what he did is he told her, open the beans yourself. He's like, I don't know how to use a can opener. So he sat by his own admission for 6 hours watching his daughter struggle with a can opener to eat these fucking beans.
Oh no.
And he posted this, clearly thinking like, yeah, I'm so fucking cool. Look at this great story. And within like moments, everyone's like, no, fuck you, Bean Dad, eat a dick.
Yeah, God, oh my God. It's like, yeah, when people post stuff which are clearly them being dickheads, and I think, do they not realise they're in the wrong here?
Well, that's the thing, yeah, Nisha, because he then spent about an hour or two arguing with like actual child psychologists, breaking down like this is the exact wrong way to teach child anything. Also, about an hour after that, people found like hyper levels of racism in his fucking old tweets.
Of course.
Of course there was. And he deleted his account.
Fucking hell.
But the best thing is, throughout the thread, he constantly refers to himself as Apocalypse Dad, and he frames it as if he's teaching his daughter to survive in a theoretical apocalypse by teaching her these skills she needs, such as opening a tin of beans. And he's like, yeah, Apocalypse Dad's got this. And within 30 seconds of like the tweet thread going live, it's like, no, Bean Dad. And now it's Bean Racist.
Bean Racist.
So he's just the Bean Racist. And that's his contribution to culture from now on. Because no one else gives a fuck.
It's like, yeah, fair enough if you want to, teach your daughter how to do things, but you have to actually teach her. You can't just give her a tin of beans that she's never opened before and say, open that. You have to teach people.
And Nisha, are you now getting that really great thing of that righteous indignation? Oh, fuck this guy, he sounds like a prick.
So angry.
So the one that happened, I think, yesterday, to date the recording of this video, is there was this lady over in Bali. She's living in Bali. Well, she's not anymore, for reasons that will become abundantly clear in a moment. It's like, yeah, I live over in Bali. It's super cool because everything's so cheap over here. So the money that I earned over in America is worth 10 times what it is over here. Anyway, I've written an ebook telling people how they can achieve the same dream that I have, and people got this ebook, and in it she says, skirt COVID restrictions, overstay your travel visa, and don't pay local taxes.
For fuck's sake.
That's her advice, and she tweeted this out publicly. As of this morning, she's been deported from Bali. What did you expect? It's do crimes.
That's so bizarre.
Nisha, did you know? Just don't pay taxes.
Yeah, that's some great advice.
Just don't pay tax. Also, just fucking skirt COVID restrictions.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's when there's a post on Facebook about COVID, you just know one of the top comments is going to be some Karen saying, oh yeah, it's all a myth.
My favourite are those just collections of images of people saying that COVID's not real, followed by an image a couple of weeks later of them having COVID. And I think the best one is a collection of 4 images. And I think it just sums up, that generation's use of social media. And it's a guy no, fuck COVID, I'm not wearing a mask. Next one after that is him in Cancun or something at a party, lol, not too many people here. Next one is he's got COVID and he's in hospital this COVID shit. So the next one is his memorial page on Facebook. And all you do is look at it and go, fuck 'em. You have no sympathy at all. Like the fact that the world we live in right now elicits that response from me. If I look at something and it's a guy's life who's ending, I'm like, fuck him. I don't even care.